We have reached the midway point of our season. We are number 2 in the country, and we have got a home game to get this episode started off where we will take on Arizona State, a team that has been a pain in our sides in previous seasons. Hopefully we can turn that narrative around in this one. So welcome back to the channel for all of y'all returning, and for those of you new here to Champ & Sons, welcome. Remember to hit that subscribe button. So before we jump into this game, right, we're undefeated, number 2 in the country. We've got our recruiting that we got to handle. And here's what's kind of funny. We have been consistently one of the top teams in the last couple years. No, we haven't won a national championship, but we've been in the playoffs. We've been in the hunt. And what I will say I do find funny about team builder teams at this stage is we're still having to, I don't want to say fight too much for recruits, but that's kind of what it feels like. You know, if you're the number 2 team in the country, you're undefeated. You've been in the playoffs the last couple seasons. You're right there. I mean, outside of some of these guys are being chased by some of the other top programs out there. If that's not really happening, I don't know what we're fighting so hard for. Like J.R. Carr, he's a 4-star defensive end run stopper, and yet we're having to fight with Washington State for him. Okay, it's one of those. They probably need to fix that. Hopefully they did for the upcoming game, but we shall see. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into this game. Like I said, Arizona State has given us problems in the years past. We definitely need to change that narrative today in this one. So let's get this underway with the 2nd and 6. Shell is going to have the snap, fires that one over the middle. He's going to hit Potts coming across the field there as he picks up enough for the first down. Alex Shell, his first year as our quarterback, he is having a really good season. I'm just a junior, so hopefully, we're looking potentially 2 years with him at the helm. Now we're going to hand off that next one to Brockle. Makes a cut and stiff arm his way forward. Enrique Brockle has really stepped up to the plate this season and filled in fantastically as our main running back. But Kyle Thorne trying to hold him back by holding the defender. The holding penalties are insane. And like I said, obviously I've had it turned up, but it's only up to like 55. The base rate's 50. It's only up to 55. So, once again, little details EA hopefully deals with. So after coming off that holding penalty and another quick little run by Brockle, picking up 6 yards, that's going to get us to a 2nd and 14 from inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. Shell is going to send a man in motion across the formation. He gets off to the jet sweep around to Potts, who gets past one tackler but is going to be hit and brought down. Picked up 4 yards back to the original line of scrimmage to make it a 3rd and 10. Was kind of hoping we could get it further out there, but just the Sun Devils did a good job kind of closing off that edge. So 3rd and 10, Shell in a shotgun, has a snap. They rush only 4. He fires over the middle. He's going to hit Butt, who makes the catch and is brought down at the 21-yard line. More than enough yardage to get a new set of downs. So that's going to bring us to a 1st and 10. Now Shell under center in the I formation. Brockle in the backfield. Has the snap. Hands off up the middle. Brockle lowers his shoulder. Fights off another tackle and breaks it down to the 11-yard line. Another first down here for this offense. Brockle did not want to be, hampered at all on that one. Trying to follow up after a great performance in the last game. We had 16 carries, 2 touchdowns, and just under 100 yards. So now here comes Shell on a 1st and 10, and he's going to get hit and sacked. Nowhere to go. The defense collapsed around him a little too fast before he was prepared. And that's going to result in a 5-yard loss. So 2nd and 15. Shell in the shotgun once again. Trip receivers to the left side. As the snap, hands it off to Gammon. Bounces off one blocker, pushing forward and gets brought down at the 9-yard line. Gammon's also having a pretty good season this year. Splitting time with Brockle. I think it's helped with their health. But he's overall he's done incredibly well for this season. So 3rd and 9. Staying in the shotgun. We got Bueno wide left. Shell has the snap, fires over the middle, hits his tight end coming across the field, and he makes a catch, but he's going to be stopped just shy. Oh, man, that hurts. And that's going to make it a 4th and inches. So here we go. 4 wide. Gammon in the backfield. 4th and inches. Hands it off up the middle. He makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As Jamal Gammon busts that one in, I mean, we had about a yard to go, a little less. It's hard to stop him when he gets that head of steam going. And, you know, hey, he powered his way in. That's going to give us an early lead here in this game at home, which is a big thing for us against this team. So now after another couple, we trade punts. It looks like the Sun Devils are going to be punting again on a 4th and 9. They punt it over to Butt, who's going to catch it at the 40. Cuts it over to the left side at the 50. Brought down at the 46-yard line. Elliott Butt with a good return to the plus side of the field here. And that's going to give us a 1st and 10 with good field position, which is a big thing for us if we can strike early, strike fast. So 1st and 10 in the shotgun. 2 tight ends set, Brockle in the backfield. Bueno in motion. Gets it to him on the jet sweep. He kicks it out wide. He's got one blocker in front. Brockle makes the block. He's open. 10-5. Touchdown Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I guess I can't say Brockle made the block, but he got in the way at least. And Bueno, that was all he needed, was just a little leeway. Brockle gave it to him, and then just pure speed. Bueno, that's why we brought him in whenever we recruited him out of high school, was for his speed, and man, it has paid off. So that would give us a lead of 14-0. Now the Sun Devils would add a field goal. So here later in the second, they are punting it right back to Bud as we lead 14-3. We get it at our own 36. Kicks it out to the right this time. Breaks free at around the 40-yard line. He is brought down. Got right past midfield marker, brought down at the 41. Actually is where they're going to mark it. So here we come out set with our offense, leading 14-3, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter, as we hand that one to Brockle to the right side for about 3 yards going off right guard. 2nd and 7 now. Staying in the shotgun, 4 wide set. We got Bueno wide left all by his lonesome. Potts in motion, has the snap. Fires over the middle. He's going to hit Potts, stiff arming his way forward, but just they didn't give him the first down. He got there, damn it. They didn't give it to him, but it's going to be 3rd and inches, and we shall not be stopped on a 3rd and inches. So Shell in the shotgun claps his hands it to Gammon up the middle, lowers his shoulder. We needed about a football length, and he got 4 yards, so not too shabby on that one. Gammon only 4 carries so far today, but he does have 16 yards on those 4 carries. So that's going to make it 1st and 10 from the 28. This time Gammon goes in motion, swing pass to the right side. He's hit and brought down for a 2-yard loss. Oh, man, they read that perfectly, the Sun Devils did. And they closed in on Gammon quickly once he got it, so he didn't get a whole lot of steam ahead of him, and he's unable to break free. So now from the Wildcat, Brockle gets it over to Gammon on the jet sweep, looking for that final block and just could not get it. Thought we had the man in position, but defense well played by the Sun Devils defense to shut that one down and knock us down for a loss. So 3rd and 13. Shell in the shotgun has the snap. They rushed only 4. Shell takes off up the middle, cuts it, makes a cut, and then pushes forward. And he's going to get the first down at the 17-yard line. He got stood up by multiple defenders, and he gets hit one final time that gave him that extra momentum and shoved him across the line to gain. So it's 1st and 10 from the 17. Shell has the snap in his hands. In the pocket, fires it to the right side. Hits his receiver. He got him in the back corner. Looks like he hit Butt. Yep, right in the corner. He hit Butt perfectly. And that's probably the only time we're ever going to end up saying that about a player. Shell nails Butt in the end zone. And that's going to extend our lead to 21-3. Now, after forcing a punt by the Sun Devils, we have it back here near the end of the first half with 2 minutes to go. Trying to put it on him here as Shell fires that one over, looking for Butt once again, unable to make contact as that one falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Shell staying in the shotgun, 4 wide set, 2 on each side. All of them are in close. Shell's got the snap. Sun Devils rush only 4 this time. He does find Butt on the left side as he gets down to the 34-yard line and a 1st and 10. So we're going to be going no huddle. Clock is on the move once again. Shell's got the snap. Drop it off to Brockle on the screen pass. He makes a cut up the middle, breaks 2 tackles, and then finally gets brought down at the 18. Inside the red zone, Shell 14 of 16 a day for 200 yards. Part of the main reason is because of performances like that after the catch. First and 10. Shell has a snap in hand, takes off, and he's going to be hit and brought down by two Sun Devil defenders. That is going to be a sack, and we are going to use one of our timeouts, our first one of the half. That's going to make it 2nd and 13. So coming out of the timeout, we got trips receivers to the right side as Shell has got the snap in hand. Fires it to the left, looking for Stokes. At the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Cowboys! Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Shell fired that one. Finds Stokes, who made a great play on the ball to high point it as defenders were closing in, but he makes the catch right at the goal line, and that is going to get him into the end zone. Morris Stokes, our sophomore, has come up big for us in some really around the goal line situation plays, and he does it once again for us to take us into halftime, leading 28-6. The Sun Devils did, after we kicked off, did get a field goal out of their final minute, but overall we lead 28-6. Elliott Budd is a player of the first half. He's got 4 catches, 71 yards, and then the one touchdown we saw in the back corner of the end zone. So our offense and defense both are playing excellent. But there is a whole other half of football to play. We've been through this kind of situation before. We've seen what can happen if you take even a drive off, a series off, and how that can flip the game on its head. So we have to keep this attack mentality going. And so here we are in the third quarter on our opening possession with the 1st and 10. Shell's got the snap. Fires it to the right side. That's going to be jumped on by the defense as they pick that one off, and they're going to cut across the 50 to the 30, the 20. There's not even a Cowboy offensive player around them. And that's going to be a pick 6 for 61 yards to Steven Silva for the Sun Devils, who looked like he was reading that from a mile away. And that is not how you want to start the second half. Now, luckily, they did go for 2 and failed on their 2-point conversion, so we still lead 28-12, but it is a 2-score ball game. Now, Gammon on his next drive, he's going to fumble it. He gets blasted, and they fumble. And the wheels are starting to come off. We've got to put them back on. Back-to-back turnovers here performed by the Sun Devil defense. And our offense is reeling. We are 5 minutes into this second half. 2 straight drives in a row. We have turned the ball over each time. So the Sun Devils will take over with a 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line on the plus side for them. Staying in the shotgun. 3 wide set. Sends the receiver in motion. Has a snap. Play action. Pressure comes up the middle. He gets the pass out to the left side, but threw it too late as Juan Brisby, the receiver, ended up stepping out of bounds for a 4-yard loss. That's going to make it 2nd and 14, staying with the 3 receiver set. Play action once again. Fires it over the middle. Hits Brisby. Is going to be brought down. He makes his 5th catch of the day. He's got 32 yards receiving this afternoon. Sun Devils going no huddle. Staying in that shotgun formation, looking to the sideline for the play. Has the snap in hand, hands it off, going to the right side. Makes him one-man miss. Lowers his shoulder and gets plastered by 2 Cowboy defenders. DJ Connor, he's got 9 yards on the ground. It's been a pretty rough go for him. His last game, he had over 70 yards on 15 carries. 9 yards on 9 carries today. 2nd and 5. Play action once again. Fires it to the right side. Hits his receiver. Brisby breaks free. Hit at the 5 and brought down at about the 4-yard line. Defense closed in on him, but a little too late as the Sun Devils are moving. 1st and goal from the 4. It's a 16-point ball game. We lead 28-12. They got the snap in hand. Handed off to the left side. Hit and stood up. Looked like Spain that came flying through there and put him to the turf. It was his 4th tackle for a loss today. And he's having a hell of a performance up the middle. So 2nd and goal. Has the snap in hand. Roll out to the right side. Open field in front of him, and not one defender moved or... Oh, that's disappointing. And he's going to walk that one into the end zone untouched, and that's going to bring them right back into this thing, folks. We thought, 28-6 lead. I tried to warn y'all at the halftime. 28-6 is not safe in any way, shape, or form. We're halfway through the third quarter. They're going for the 2-point conversion once again on their 2nd touchdown of the second half. Roll out to the left side. They give chase. Fighting forward. Bounce gets past one tackler, and he's going to walk it in. This is a 1-score ball game now, folks. 28-20 is our lead. 1 score, needing to have something positive happen. Drop off the screen pass, and we lose 6 yards. We had 3 blockers there. Not one of them went to block the defender. The free safety that came flying through. So 2nd and 16. Trying to get back on track, but not doing a very good job of it. Shell has the snap. Fires that one over. He's going to hit Bueno coming across the field. Stiff arming, fighting forward. He's going to pick up about 11 yards to the 35-yard line to make it 3rd and 5. Bueno's got 96 receiving yards so far today on just 4 catches with the 1 touchdown we saw earlier on that jet sweep. 3rd and 5. Staying in the shotgun. Bueno wide left all by his lonesome. Has the snap in hand. Shell fires it over the middle. He's going to hit Potts wide open, who pushes it forward and is going to get good yardage down to the 22-yard line. Shell now 21 of 26 for 3 touchdowns, 290 yards, and the 1 pick six. So 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shell's under center. Has the snap, hands it off to Brocco to the left side. Makes a cut, not able to make a miss. He did make a cut, though. And he is brought down about 9.5 yards later, and that's going to make it 2nd and inches at the 12, inside the red zone now officially. Shell in the shotgun, trips left to the left side, Potts wide right. Hands off to Gibbon, he's hit and stood up for a 2-yard loss. Tried to run it up the gut, but Caesar Bighill, the sophomore defensive end for the Sun Devils, makes that play. That's going to make it 3rd and 2. Staying in the shotgun, 4 wide. Bueno wide left, ball by his lonesome. But sent in motion across the formation from right to left. Has the snap by Shell. Hands it off to the left side. Gammon bounces off a blocker. Tried to make a cut, just nowhere really to go, but he is brought down at the 7, so we did get the 1st down. So 1st and goal, under center this time in the I formation. Shell looks over the defense, has the snap, hands it off to Brocco, going to the right side, hit and stood up by 2 Sun Devil defenders, but at least he did get 2 yards out of that deal. So very little space to go on that one. Brocco's 38 yards on 7 rushes. May want to look to get him the ball a little bit more. He is over 5 yards a carry. 2nd and goal now for this offense. Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Hands it off to Gammon up the middle. Lowers his shoulder, and he picks up about 2 yards on that one. Maybe 2.5 to 3, as they do look like they are going to give it to him at the 2. So 3rd and goal. 6 feet away to make this a 2-score ball game once again. Shell has the snap in hand. Fires over the middle. Lean out forward. Martin Bueno with the catch. Touchdown Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He laid out for that one completely. Made the catch and was able to hold on to it as he hit the turf. Well done by Bueno. Coming up, that's a big-time touchdown for us here near the end of the 3rd quarter as we're able to put that one up. And that's going to give us at least a little bit of breathing room for one drive. And our defense did get some rest as well. So now we lead 35-20. Here come the Sun Devils a little later in the 4th quarter. 12.5 minutes remaining. They have the snap, play action, throw it to the left side. Hits his receiver, Brisbane. He goes down quickly after a 6-yard gain. Nick Durbin, the quarterback for the Sun Devils, is having a pretty decent afternoon so far. 2nd and 4. Durbin in the shotgun. He's got the snap in hand. Pressure comes. He drops off the screen pass too late. He does get it away, though. He doesn't get the sack. He does get it away. It just falls incomplete. So 3rd and 4. Durbin staying in the shotgun. 4 wide set this time. Has the snap. Play action. Hit. He's going to be stood up. It looked like an option gone wrong. Husted read it perfectly. And he's going to bring Durbin down for the sack and a 5-yard loss on that one. That's going to make it 4th and 9, and they would have to punt it away. Now, following that punt, here's our ensuing offensive possession. Shy of midfield, hand that one off to Brocco, makes a quick little move, and fights forward for a gain of 6 down to about the 46-yard line, this time on the plus side. So 2nd and 4. Coming out, 2 tight ends in a pistol formation, 1 on each side, Bueno and Potts, wide left and right respectively. Shell's got the snap, hands it off to Bueno. He's got space at the 30. Brocco's at the 20. He cuts it back and is finally brought down. Oh my goodness. Brocco, Bueno, the battling bees. Both guys with speed, both guys eating up this defense. And this time it was Brocco, not Bueno, although this run was muy bueno. 40 yards on that one. They carry to the right side. Great blocking to open up that hole. And then just that final last little move to dodge on the inside there. Pick up the extra yardage. 1st and goal. Brocco's now got 85 yards on the day. So first and goal, Shell staying in the shotgun. 3 receivers. Bueno is wide left all by his lonesome. Shell's got the snap in hand. They rush only 4. Shell takes off and he's hit and brought down for a sack. Another sack by this Sun Devil defense because the coverage was there. I knew a hole wasn't going to open up in the passing lanes, and so he tried to run, nowhere to go. 4-yard loss. So second and goal now from the 9 as the snap, hands off to Gammon. Makes a quick little shifty move, and he's brought down 8 yards later at the 1. Third and goal from the 1. Gammon, he's got 45 yards rushing on the day as well. So third and goal. Gammon, who's already been in the end zone once, is out there for this play. Our bigger back has the snap, hands it off to him, lowers his shoulder, but not even a defender wanted to get near him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. They saw Gammon with that head of steam and said, been there, done that, don't want it. And the defense just opened the way up, and Gammon will walk through untouched on that one, and that's going to separate this thing out even more to a 3-score ball game. And with 8.5 minutes to go, that is going to be pretty much be all that we needed. We did add one more touchdown up just for good measure. It'll take away a 49-20 point victory at home in front of a sellout capacity crowd this season. Shell, threw for 4 touchdowns, 80% completion percentage, and the 1 pick 6. You throw it as much as we do, at times that's going to happen. It's just glad that our offense is efficient enough to not let that be a killer for us. Silva for the Sun Devils read that play great, so give the kid credit on that one. But we do still walk away with a win, and we are still undefeated. So 7-0 on the season. And we're losing recruits to Kansas State. Caden Office, a 4-star corner. Really, I think would have been able to help us out greatly. Commits to the Wildcats. And that's disappointing. I don't understand why he would do that. But, hey, it is what it is. So some of these remaining recruits that we are still going after. J.R. Carr, we've gotten to the point where we can get him scheduled for a visit. Like I said, I've never really... Outside of the difference between a win and a loss when they visit, I don't understand the true reasoning behind it. But, hey, it's one of these things we're going to try to do, and hopefully it does really end up helping out. I just haven't seen evidence to show that it does really help out. But you know what? That's me. I'm sure there are people who have. But I don't know, so I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. Maybe if we get these kids scheduled for a visit, it'll be less likely to allow other teams to kind of work their way in, to weasel their way in, if you will. Now, some of these guys, we do have them actually in their top. They're down to their final 3 selections. So, as usual, we're going to go with a hard sell on them at that point. Find the right combination, even though athletic facilities is a C-. It's still something they care about. So, we're going to show it to them saying, look, you come play for us and we win, you could make this better for everybody that comes after you, I guess. That's what we're doing there. And same thing, Ben Theus, offensive lineman, 4-star player. He's a power blocker. He's got great run blocking. I think he'd be a big help for us. We're going to put the hard sell on him as well, and then finish off with a little DM so we get all the points, or I guess hours, whatever they want to call that, used up for him. Now that's going to lead us here to another game on the road, this time facing off against the other Cowboys in the Big 12 out of Oklahoma State. We are in Stillwater. They've got their guns up. And this is a team that really jacked us around a couple seasons ago here in Stillwater. They put a whooping on us, and I haven't forgotten that. I don't think anybody on my team has forgotten that. Although there are some players that were there for it. There's also a lot of new, younger guys. But we got guys on here who are out looking for revenge, and that's exactly what we came for. So we're going to get this going in the opening possession here. As we fire that one over, hit Gammon. He's going to make the catch at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6. Actually, they're going to mark him at the 31-yard line, making it a gain of 6 still. So 2nd and 4. Shell staying in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 tight ends. Brockle in the backfield. As the snap delayed, handoff to Brockle, and the Stillwater Oklahoma State defense comes up with a stop, and that's going to be a 3-yard loss. So now it's 3rd and 7. So from the shotgun, 3rd and 7 is going to send Bueno in motion. Shell's got the snap in hand, fires over. He's going to hit butt. Makes a cut and a man miss. Pushes out to the outside. He's got speed at the 35-30. He's around the edge. Butt's going to score. 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. South Texas Big Rivers come to Oklahoma, and we are making a statement here on the opening drive. Elliott Butt coming across the field. Our sophomore speedster receiver, he makes the catch, and man, he made the one guy miss. And once he did that, that was all the defense could do. They had that one chance. Great blocking there by Potts down the field to kind of seal that defender off and really open it up for Butt to go through. So that's going to be a early 7-0 lead for us here. Oklahoma State trying to respond on a 1st and 10. Fires that over the middle, hits his receiver. I don't know how the hell that receiver made that catch, but he did. And he's brought down 9.5 yards down the field, so 2nd and inches. Staying in the shotgun. Oklahoma State's got 2 tight ends. Play action. And the quarterback takes off up the middle. He gets plenty of yards, and he will slide down. Egbule for the Oklahoma State slides down, makes the 1st down. And you got to remember his scramble capability. Has the snap, hands it off on the delayed, and he's going to be hit and brought down. Spain was not letting him go anywhere. What a play made by Spain up the middle, as that's going to be 2nd and 12 now. Boulay from the shotgun has the snap, hands it off once again. Field opens up, gets hit and brought down hard there. Looked like Stevens came up on the hit, but little too much gain on that one, so it's 3rd and 2. And the snap once again. Blitz comes, fires it to the right side, hits his receiver, and he's brought down for a loss. Nowhere to go, and that's going to be force a 4th and 3, but Oklahoma State's keeping their offense on there. Rashard Fisk with a great tackle, initial reaction to the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 3. Oklahoma State keeping the offense on. They have the snap in hand. Egbule throws it to the left side, hits his receiver, who's going to make the catch beyond the line to gain. And that's going to be 1st and 10, Oklahoma State from the about 14-yard line, well inside the red zone. Egbule in the shotgun, 2 tight ends to the right side, sends a man in motion. Has the snap. Play action. Pressure comes. He's going to be brought down and sacked. Is that Spain again that came up through the middle? It was. He comes up, hits Egbule, brings him down for a 7-yard loss, and Egbule is kind of limping. Oklahoma State may want to watch for him. He is limping right now, which that is not a good sign for them. Spain, what a spin move coming off that guard. Now, to be fair, Husted was coming free as well. I'm fairly certain Egbule probably was glad it was Spain to bring him down instead of Husted, who had a free run. Now from the shotgun, OSU has the snap in hand. Quick throw to the left side, hits his receiver. He's going to be blasted and brought down. And that's going to be a 3rd and 11. 8 of 9 so far in this first quarter, Egbule is for OSU, as he looks to kind of continue a successful start to this game. And there's going to be a flag on that one, and they're going to get us for that Offagi. Oh, my goodness. Offagi jumps off sides once again. He's been known to do that multiple times this season. That's going to give OSU a free 5 yards to make it 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6, staying in the shotgun, has the snap. And they drop off a screen pass to the left side, and even though we tried to read it, too little, too late, and this game is about to be tied up as they're trying to say bedtime. You just tied us, you idiot. God, I hate it when players do that. You know, I think the Clemson receiver learned that lesson in Austin pretty roughly. I mean, but hey, to give that kid credit, at least they had the lead. This kid Broyles here did it, and he just tied the game, for God's sakes. All right, so here we come right back at him. Start of the second quarter, 1st and 10 from the Wildcat. Get that one out to Gammon on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go. He's brought down, but thankfully he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So that'll be a 2nd and 10 here as we come out in the shotgun. 4 receiver set once again. Shell claps his hands. He's going to send Bueno in motion. Has the snap back in the pocket. He hits Bueno coming across the field. Makes one man miss and then is brought down by two other defenders, but not till he gets to the line to gain, and that's going to be 1st and 10 Cowboys here at the 28-yard line. So I guess I'll just start saying our school names since we're both the Cowboys in the Big 12. Big River coming up in an I formation. Shell under center here. Brockle is in the backfield, has the snap. Hands off to Brockle, going to the right side. Tries to squeeze through a little hole there. Doesn't get much. He does get a couple yards at least. So 2nd and 8. Coming up at the 25-yard line. Just outside the red zone. Shell is in a shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side. Gammon in the backfield. Has the snap back. Drops off a screen pass to Gammon, but he got rid of it at the wrong time and made kind of a poor throw, and Gammon is going to be brought down. It is now 3rd and 10. Piss poor play on that screen pass. That's going to be 3rd and long here from the 28. Shell has the snap. OSU blitzes. He's hit as he throws it. Nowhere to go with it. It falls incomplete. And that is going to bring on our field goal unit. It's been pretty good all season, I will say. Foster gets this one lined up. This is a tough environment to kick in. He puts the boot to the ball and gets it barely right down the middle. So that is going to be a good field goal for us as Foster puts that one up from about 45 yards out, which for us, that's from distance. Foster nails it. That's going to give us the lead here once again, 10 to 7. Now, after forcing a punt, we have another opportunity to put some points up and kind of extend the lead as we send Bueno in motion from left to right. Shell has the snap. Quick throw to Bueno out on the right side. Tries to make one man miss, hit and brought down by multiple other OSU defenders. Nowhere to go right there. Picks up 4 yards though. Just wish he had gotten more, had a little bit better opportunity in the open space. So 2nd and 6, going to be in a pistol formation. 2 tight ends. Gammon is in the backfield. Claps his hand. Shell has the snap. Play action, rolls out to his left. Stops, throws that one up. He's going to hit Flood. Breaks 1 tackle. Still fighting forward. And he's hit and finally brought down at the 10-yard line. Flood, who's been kind of a second character here in the offense from the tight end position, who was one of our main guys in the last season, has really come up big on that play. LaShawn Flood comes up, makes a great catch, and then really that run after the catch is what did it. Breaking 1 tackle, then technically 2 from the same player, 3, and finally it was the 4th one that got there, but he still got about 3 yards after contact when he was finally tackled. So 1st and goal from the 10, approaching the 2-minute timeout. Shell claps his hands, has the snap, hands it off to Gammon, makes a cut, and is brought down at the 5-yard line. So 5-yard gain. Gammon slow to get up on that one. So we are going to let this thing tick down to that 2-minute timeout, give these guys some rest. Let our guys recuperate a little bit, give them some Gatorade. And before we come back out here to take the 2nd and goal from the 5. Shell claps his hands, has the snap back. Fires it over the middle, hits Bud, who turns it up and in, untouched, touchdown, South Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Elliott Butt with the 2nd one of the day. He made that catch. I mean, he's got too much speed right now. I think that's going to be our biggest thing I really want to try to exploit here, looking at it in the second half, is going to be the pure speed of some of our receivers. Bueno, Butt, Brockle coming out of the backfield. We've got a lot that we can use. So taking a look here at halftime, leading 17-7, I think we've kind of found our way forward. Shell 13-16 for 192 yards, right? Just be safe with the ball. Don't be stupid with the ball. Keep it simple, stupid. That's our theory on offense, and it's working for us so far. Shell's having a fantastic day, and it really has paid off for us here. What he can actually do, you see him in this replay coming out of the backfield, is one we didn't have in the actual gameplay of. But it's good to see those replays happen so you can kind of see what's really taking shape out there. And having a quarterback that mobile, meaning you got to watch them, sometimes can't allow speedy receivers like Butt and everybody and Bueno to get free and really allow us to punch this thing into the end zone. So a great job in that first half. Here we come out in the second half. Just past the 50 at the 48-yard line. Shell's got the snap, hands it off to Brockle up the middle. Bouncing off some blockers, but really nowhere to go there. And Brockle is a little sluggish today. He's only got 5 carries for 21 yards, and he looks like he's slow to get up just about every time. So Gammon comes in for this one. 2nd and 8 from the 47. Shell claps his hands, sends Bueno in motion once again. Has the snap. In the pocket, fires it over the middle. He's going to hit Butt, who's got open space in front of him at the 15. Tries to make a cut and brought down at the 13-yard line. They are just picking their poison, and the OSU defense has chosen wrong. Butt is tearing them up. His 4th catch of the day. He's got 140 yards plus the 2 touchdowns from the first half. So 1st and 10 inside the red zone after that big play. Shell staying in the shotgun. Looks over the defense, claps his hands. It's going to be an option keeper to the right side. Shell spins forward, gets past 2 tacklers, and is finally put to the turf. A little harder than I would like, but what a run by Shell, getting 9.5 of the 10 yards he needed. And that's going to be 2nd and inches from the 3. Literally got about an inch to go. So 2nd and inches from the 3. Shell claps his hands. Potts is in motion. Gets a jet sweep over to Potts. He's got around the edge, pushing his way forward, and he takes it into the end zone, but a flag is down. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's going to be holding Curtis Gage. Oh, I swear. God dang it, I've had that kill us so many damn times. Curtis Gage with the holding penalty knocks this thing back to the 12-yard line. Because where we were, it's now 2nd and 9. So Shell has the snap on the option keeper. He gets blasted, completely misread that one. And he's going to be put to the turf harshly. Now it's 3rd and 14. We are riding high after the big play by Butt. And now look at where we are, all the way back to the 17-yard line. So 3rd and 14. Shell in the pistol formation. 2 receivers left. 2 tight ends on the line. Has a snap. Play action. Pressure comes. He gets rid of it at the last second. And that's going to force a field goal opportunity here for about 34 yards. Facing a left to right wind. Foster eyes this one up. Boot ball confidently this time right down the middle. That's going to extend our lead to make it 20-7. Our defense has done a great job so far this game, holding on and preventing OSU from getting into the end zone too much. Now we're going to jump ahead here to the 3rd quarter. The OSU did score a touchdown. The score is now 20-14. So we've got a lot happening for us. And Bueno trying to make some open space. He has nowhere really to go on that one. It looked like Escobar was out there this time on the right side. Just failed to get that block held up. Not holding, but just failed to hold the block. As he would pick up only 4 yards there. So now 2nd and 6. Shell fires over the middle quickly. He hits Escobar this time, who does make the catch and gets it to the 50 and for a first down. Escobar, that's his first catch of the afternoon. He's only got the 7 yards. So here we come out in the Wildcat once again, being led by Brockle. 1st and 10 from the 50. Brockle has it on the option keeper. He's got space in front of him at the 40. He's at the 30, at the 20. He's going to get there. 5. Touchdown, South Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just as they were closing in, Brockle busts that one open on the option keeper out of the Wildcat. And great blocking on that left side as well. And once he finally got that edge, he had the open field in front of him. It was just pure speed all the way. LaShawn Flood did a great job getting in the way there. They did a great job on that one. That's all Brockle needed, and it pays off with a touchdown in the end zone. So here we come out for a 2-point conversion and try to make this thing a solid 2-touchdown lead. As Shell is going to stay in the shotgun. Has the snap. Pressure closes in. He takes off up the middle and walks that one in. 2-point conversion is good. 28-14 is the score here at the end of the 3rd. And as we mentioned, the end of the 3rd, here we are with about 40 seconds remaining. Our offense is back out there after forcing a punt. Shell's got the snap. Fires that one over the middle. He hits Butt, who holds on to it. Butt clinched up on that ball real tight, so no pounding was going to get rid of it. 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 19. Shell has a snap in hand. Fires that one looking over the middle of the field for Escobar. Touchdown, South Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That just might possibly be the throw of the season for Alex Shell here as the third quarter has come to an end, but dropped that one in a bucket in the end zone. Multiple OSU defenders around, and he layered that one beautifully with pressure in his face. What a throw and what a catch. And that would be the big difference there. Our defense would hold on in that fourth quarter, not allowing a single point. And we would eventually bring in our backups with about 10 minutes to go, realizing that we had this thing in hand. Just the way it was shaping out, we brought in the backups relatively quickly, and they still put up 10 points. So it is what it is. Great job had. We are still undefeated here, thankfully, this season. Great offense. Our defense has played outstanding. Overall, giving up very few points. You got to love seeing it when your team is performing this well all around. Still number 2 in the country, still undefeated. 4 more to go in this regular season. A lot of stuff can happen, guys. So let's hang on for these next couple episodes for this regular season, and I will see y'all in those. Now, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did like today's video, hey, give us a thumbs up. Excited for College Football 26? Give us a thumbs up. Are you going team builder? You going regular dynasty? You're going road to glory? Let us know in the comments, guys. And hey, I will see y'all in the next episode. Once again, thank y'all for joining. And as always, everybody, stay safe. And well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.